The the heck is going on here, man? That is
Ooh,
weird. Like,
Wednesday, hump day.
sorry, I had a bunch of echoes going on.
This is my chair.
Yeah, there's a bunch of echoes going on in here. No, I heard like for some odd reason, like I was hearing a bunch of noises. Yep, see, I still hear it. What's
Strange noises.
yes, yes, something's going on here. Yep, something is weird going on. I am not sure what it is. Um,
We need one of those like 30
yeah,
second television delays. We now
Eli,
bring you.
okay, Eli, okay, Eli, you talk to these guys for a little bit. I'm gonna bounce out of here because yeah, something weird's going on my computer, so I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. Well, welcome in to Out of Rhythm Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. We're back. We're doing a mock draft tonight. This should be a lot of fun. There's still some spots available from what I see from the sleeper app. We got let's see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got it's like 7 spots available. So we only got 5 of the 12 teams filled out. So get on in there. Jay's stepped out for a second. Something going on with his computer here. But yeah, this is something monumental. We like doing these mock drafts here. A lot of fun. We've done one. I think we did one for a Dynasty, maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. So this should be some fun tonight. A lot of things have been updated. So, and if you haven't joined our Discord yet, what are you doing? You're missing out. Get on over to Discord. A lot of good stuff going on over there. A lot of good banter. A lot of good people, and you can find a lot of Jay's commentary, some of mine, and if you want to archive or go back in the archive, listen to some old episodes of ours. Catch this latest one. Some of the divisions we've done the past month from the AFC. Polished that off last week with AFC West. Then go check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We're stretching. We're like Stretch Armstrong. We're reaching a bunch of different places, and we need your support. Need some listenership. So go check those out. But yeah, tonight doing the mock draft, doing things a little bit different. Normally, we have random stuff on the bottom of our scroll. But tonight, I'll be updating the picks as they come in. Almost like our own little NFL draft. So you'll see. If JJ's taking one or Chase is taking one, Kelsey, we'll make sure we update that, and that'll go straight to the bottom. Oh, Jay's back. Hey, buddy.
Yes, yes. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it was weird because I had like an echo of myself talking in my headphones, and I'm just like, oh crap. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. It was just funky as hell. Yeah, it was really just weird. So I'm like, so I had a
That can't be any worse than last week. When my power went out, and I
right,
finished the last segment on my phone.
right. Yeah, it was just one of those odd, weird situations that happen. I'm like, what the hell, dude? I'm like, this is not right at all. Yes. Let's
Ooh,
see here.
Zeke, possibly, maybe, maybe I'll take
Okay.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire at number 1.
Yeah.
I don't have to
Um.
think about that.
So did you get into everything here? All your
Yeah, I shamelessly plugged our Discord, our Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all the goodies. So
yes.
we got that out of the way. Basically, I was just
Yeah.
letting them know that the mock draft is tonight, and we still have
Yep.
7 spots available. only 5 of the 12 guys have signed up for spots. So we're hoping to get maybe some last second stragglers, come and
If
join
not,
us.
we
But
can get this. Yeah, I think we have a few of us. There's 5 of us, so I mean, we have five of a couple guys from the Discord, jumped in with us. So they'll be drafting with us tonight. Hope they'll. I said to everybody, come in and mess up our draft so we can just have some fun tonight and just have a good time tonight. Yeah. Also, make sure you guys, hit that sub button, hit that like button, come check out our channel. Come and check out our AFC preview stuff. We did the AFC East, the AFC North, the AFC South, and the AFC West. So go back, check all that stuff out. I mean, yeah, it might be a couple months or a couple weeks old or whatever, but I mean, this is some of our stuff that this is what we came up with before, NFL, for everybody's doing their drafts and stuff like that. So give you a little insight in what we thought, what we think, and whatnot, and rookies. And so if you want to go back, check all those stuff out, go ahead. I mean, if it's good enough for you, let us know, make a comment on the video or whatever. I mean, anything out there that will get us to the right audience, that people start viewing our channel a little bit more and whatnot too as well. So
direct you to the right place.
yes, we
Wham
are
bam,
doing
thank
a yes, we are doing a 12-man mock draft tonight. um we have a few of our Discord members in with us tonight. Yeah, this is just a 12. There's no kickers, no defenses. Pretty much just a straight
skill
couple.
position, baby.
Yep, all skill position. The flex is one wide receiver, or wide receiver, running back. The other one is wide receiver, running back, tight end. So yeah, that's pretty much one QB, couple wide receivers, couple running backs, if I remember right. Yeah, so that's kind of the gist of our draft tonight. We'll kind of see who
Confident.
is. Yes, Donovan. I will be making it live here on the stream, so that everybody can see where everything is getting drafted at. So yes, I was getting that prepared here. um, quick NFL news. I seen gifs of a couple of suspensions. There's a bunch of, I guess the Colts cut Isaiah Rodgers for his gambling thing there. And I think he suspended for a year now, or whatever the heck it is, however they come about suspending people for. There was a couple other guys too. There was a Titans guy, and I think there was like 5 guys, but one, I know the Titans, the offensive lineman, he only got like a 6-game suspension or 8. The other guys got like a year suspension and whatnot. So
Yeah, it's just more stupid behavior. Last year, or was it 2 years ago or last year, Calvin Ridley, he's kind of
yeah,
going through his
yep,
mental stuff, and then he was gambling, and it's just
yep,
what these guys. I mean, it's so readily available. It's legal in almost all the states now. So
yep.
sports gambling. So I don't look at it like that big of a deal. I mean, if this was Michael Pittman Jr., do you think he'd really be cut? I
Probably
think
not.
it's because it's Isaiah. He's barely a rotation guy. You know what I mean? So it's uh,
Oh, yeah. It's just one of those deals. I mean, it's a year suspension. Yeah, maybe teach everybody a lesson. Don't be gambling. Yeah, I don't know, Donovan. If you know anybody who wants to jump in with us, let her rip. Because other than that, I pretty much put it out there in a Discord for anybody to join us. Other than that, yeah, I'm not sure who else wanted to join. If you know anybody that wants to jump in with us quick, let's get her done. I just don't want any auto drafters in here because yes, auto drafters make the show kind of a lame-o. So yes,
lame.
yep. uh, yes. Jared says free lamo. Yeah, who's a lamo? I'm not sure. But
Limo.
I guess should we get maybe a couple more minutes and see if anybody knows anybody who wants to jump in, share them the link or whatever it is. Or hold on, let me do it this way. I don't know if this will work this way or not, but we can try it. So if anybody wants to join, the link is actually in the comments section. I don't know if it'll work that way or not, but If it does, maybe it might work. I am not sure,
Come to us, rhythm. Come to us.
but we'll see. If not, I'll give it a couple more
Oh
minutes
well.
here. Yeah, I actually um
Oh my-
nice. I don't know if it's clickable or not. I'm not sure exactly, but if anybody that's out there that wants to join, jump on in. There's some spots opening. We're doing a 12 man, not 10 man. Um, I actually went to the circus. They renovated the other side of it here. They actually opened up. They put some kind of like a
Casino.
bar.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
put
a little
a
casino.
casino.
Yep. Yeah. So I was like, I thought it was actually an eating place, but they have a few chairs in there. We can eat in there and pool table and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, nice. I have. It's been a couple years. I think the
Yeah, they've
last.
really done a nice job in there. I
Yeah, I was. It was a few years ago that I did not actually. It's been a few years actually because it was before a draft in August sometime. Buddy and I and Molly, we went down there, got some food, and I think we drafted from there or something. I can't remember exactly, or we came back here to draft. I can't remember exactly. One of those two things. It was kind of before a nice actual draft, so it was kind of fun. I'm like, dude, there's so many TVs in there, and I was like, my mind was blowing. I'm like, dude, why don't I come down here? It's only like a few blocks away. I'm like, I can actually catch any basketball, football game instead of running over to like B Dubs or something that's across town. I'm like, damn, dude.
plus
Well,
their wings are better. It's closer
oh yeah,
to you
yep,
can hit up other stuff downtown too. Kind of walk
yeah.
everywhere. So yeah, loggers and they probably don't
Well,
know what we're talking about. This is Aberdeen, baby. South is the
yep,
great state of South Dakota. Come on in. The water's fine. So
you're right.
come on out. See Mount Rushmore. See us. The shameless plug. Sioux
All right.
Falls, Aberdeen. It don't matter.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we should probably get this bad boy on the road. Um,
Kill enough time. Yep.
yep,
Let's do it.
yep, I believe so. Yep, I believe so. Let me get this off here, and yep, yep. There's the link for anybody who wants it. It's all in the comments section. So, but I suppose if everybody's ready to go, we'll get this bad boy on the road. So in 3, 2, 1, we are going.
After excuse me. After deliberation with myself, I'm gonna have to, guys. I'm just gonna have to do it.
Oh,
Justin
Jefferson,
Jefferson
really?
at number one had to go. Yep, it was between him and Chase. I don't. I know. There we go. Okay, Donovan's up. All right, all right.
Who is Don? Well,
Donovan
let's
is
see.
up.
And this is kind of, um, this is kind of, I've seen some mocks where Chase Jefferson kind of went before, So I mean, in a lot of your drafts, it's gonna be kind of typical Jefferson, Chase, McCaffrey, or vice versa. Chase, there might be some guys that might like Chase too as well before. So I mean, Chase, So I think these will be, interchangeable here, give or take. Ooh, Donovan takes Kelsey. I mean, not bad. I mean, the first, the main tight end off the board who could probably see 1,200 some odd yards this year and maybe what 8, 9 touchdowns or more, 8+ touchdowns, give or take.
At least, at
Yeah,
least.
yeah,
Jared Cooper Cup, nice pick, nice pick.
yeah. Cooper Cup off the board. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical with Cooper Cup. I don't know. I'm not a. I mean, he might be
He's
good
eight.
as
Yeah, he's
we mentioned him before. He's kind of older. I don't know. I just don't think he's if I think when it comes to Stafford, if he can stay healthy, if Stafford gets hurt, I think that's going to dip some. But I just think Cooper Cup is just he's gonna be too high in a lot of these drafts, and a lot of people are going to be disappointed with his output this year. I think that's just my input. That's what I think. I'm going to stay away I'm going to stay away from Cup in most drafts.
I would
I'd
I
rather
would have I would have taken Austin Eckler there. I'm not gonna lie.
yep.
I would have taken
And
Eckler at 5.
ooh, yep. Let's do it. Let's go Eckler.
Snag him up. Yep. Good pick.
Jared says I'm winning this mock. Are ya? I don't
This
know.
mock. Who is? Oh, Jordan's in with
Yep,
us. Sweet,
yep,
sweet.
yep. We have Jordan in the draft too as well. So yep,
Okay.
he is
Yeah, I'm
in
kind
with
of
us.
updating the picks so we can put it up there.
Okay,
Let's see who
that
did.
sounds fine. So
He took Saquon.
yep. So we had Bijan, teammates. We had Stiggs. Jordan takes Barkley. We had Jonathan Taylor after that. C.D. Lamb, swing corner. We have A.J. Brown, Patrick Mahomes, Devonta Adams, Chubbs, Derrick Henry, and we have Ramon. So Jordan takes Devonta Adams, and then now I am back on the clock here. Um,
What are you
do I
thinking
want
here?
I don't know. Do I want to take a QB? Do I want to? I don't know. I might try to do something a little bit different this time around, just to kind of see what happens. And I think,
I don't. I'd go, man. I'd go. Yeah, either Jacobs or Garrett Wilson.
hmm, let's go with, yep. Let's go Garrett Wilson here.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, good pick. Good pick.
Now Jared's is up on the board.
Garrett took Cup round one. Thinking he goes. I'm thinking he goes Josh Allen or Josh Jacobs here. He goes quarterback or running back.
Or he might go. He might go. I knew he was mentioning earlier in our Discord. He was going to take. Um,
We took
I
Waddle.
can't think of his
Okay.
name now. He was going to take Golf first round, but I'm like, yeah, he's not taking Golf the first round. So we got Waddle off the board, Jacobs, Chris Olave, Pollard, and now Eli is up here. Waddle, not a bad pick for second round for the top tier, the two top guys in the draft here. Josh Jacobs, pretty much running back leader last year. Got Chris Olave, should be a monster um, unless Michael Thomas comes back, because I know I seen some videos of Michael Thomas just getting shredded in the gym, so maybe he comes back and becomes a former not shell of, comes out and does what he did in like 2019 or something along those lines. So you took Allen and Stevenson's with your swing pick, huh?
Yeah. Was thinking there. I mean, I like Brees Hall. I just think I'm going to stay away from him until I don't know what's going to become of that injury. Basically, like Ramondre Stevenson's an animal. I tend to trust his health more, and he doesn't have the ceiling that Brees Hall has, obviously. But Ramondre, I think, is 1100, solid 1100-yard back, and obviously Josh Allen. Josh
There
Allen
we go.
produces every year, so no worry there.
Yep. Let's see here. Let me get this a little
Let's see here.
smaller.
Let's see.
I think there we go.
Updating this here.
There we go. There we go. So we got Michael Harris. So Najee Harris. Ooh. So Curly goes Devontae Smith. Not a bad pick there. We have their second tight end off the board. Jared, you like Najee Harris this year? I'm surprised you're actually taking him. And let's see here. So what? Fill us in on why you took Najee there, Jared.
Explain yourself, Jared.
Yep. Let's see here. Since we have Najee Harris here on the board, let's see here. Do I want to go Brees Hall, Higgins? Ooh. I got to. I'm gonna go Hall. So we have Brees Hall. We have the T Higgins. Kenneth Walker off the board. Then we had Burrows off the board here in the third round. Travis Etienne, Metcalf, Gibbs. Then we have the fifth QB off the board. Jones, Fields, Hopkins, TJ Hawkinson. So we have our third tight end off the board now. Keenan Allen. Now it's my turn. Let's see here. What is on here for some QBs? Let's hit up the QB six selection here.
Justin
Ooh,
Fields.
I want Herbert. I like Herbert. I like Herbert here in the fourth. I just think that Herbert. I think he's going to look a lot different this year, especially with the what's his
Ellen Moore
name?
coming in as the OC.
Yep,
Ellen
Kellen
Moore.
Moore coming in. Yep. So I just think their offense is gonna look similar to what Dallas was last year, the kind of that more passing attack. Um, I just think that you can see Mike Williams getting 1,000 some yards, Keenan
Nice,
Allen
Calvin.
getting I could see him maybe seeing almost close to 1,000 yards. I can maybe even see our Quentin Johnson, him having 800 some odd yards. So I just think this
My
is going to
guy,
be a
man.
I think he's gonna be
My
this is
guy.
gonna be a high flying offense this year. So I'm kind of I'm kind of leaning toward that way, with a lot of the Chargers offense. So I'm just kind of like, and I think it's yeah. So Jared says
Let's
he
see
took Najee
here.
because it's just a mock and I need a running back. I mean, I know there's other running backs that you like out there, Jared.
Kittle. I mean, I don't know about Kittle at this age. He's kind of been he's always been productive, but it's just injuries are starting to add up, and I know he wasn't fully healthy last year. Tight end there. J.K. Dobbins, never trust him. Popped a couple games
Yeah,
last year, but
yeah,
this is
I would
you know what?
stay.
I'm going safe here, Jay. I'm gonna take Terry McLaurin because he's
That
you can mark it down 1100 to 1150 receiver, and there's no don't have to worry about him. You know what?
yeah,
Gamble a little bit
you could have.
here. Not really, but
You probably could have gone another running back here in this situation, and then
no.
kind of
Well, yeah, I'm gonna take Damian Pierce.
okay. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I
Kind of
can
just the
see.
safe pick. Yeah, kind of in a safe safe space.
Yeah, I mean McLaurin. I like McLaurin. He should be. With Howell being
Our
there.
number one
I think
guy
this is
again.
yeah, yeah. So I think their offense is going to look a little bit different this year. So I have
Never
high
take
hopes
Brittle.
for. Yep. So I have high hopes for McLaurin and Dobbins or Dotson. So yeah, I'm just all right. Who should we get here? So my turn. It's fifth round. I got Eckler, Wilson, Brees Hall, Herbert. Ooh, let's see what's on the board
Took
here.
Miles Sanders.
Yep. Running backs in this situation, we got Madison, Cooks, Swift, Akers, Connor. Ooh, what do I like in this situation here? Do I go with another running back? Do I look at tight ends? Ooh, I think I might. I think I'm gonna
I
pass
don't like
on some of this stuff. I mean, I don't like Kittle. I mean, I could go Pitts here, but I'm just trying something different this time around. I just want to do something a little bit different than what you normally would do here.
I don't think Madison is an every down back. I wouldn't pick him that high. I'd go maybe Christian Watson here. I think he's gonna tear it up, man. I think he's gonna
Yeah, I
have
was thinking about
10,
that.
11 touchdowns.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go Watson. London goes after
Beautiful.
that. Let's see here. So fifth round, we got Pierce, Moore, Dobbins, Miles Sanders, Trevor Lawrence. We got Watson, Judy, London, Mick Brittle, and Jordan is up to
Yeah,
pick.
there's
Yeah.
the McGriddle, and now there's the McKittle, and now the McBriddle.
Yeah, right. Oh, Ellie
Supersize me.
Delacruz, right? Yeah, it's Eli offhand. He's got Jefferson, Allen, Stevenson, McLaurin, and Damian Pierce. It's not a bad start. I mean, you got pretty much your elite quarterback wrapped up, so you don't have to worry about. So in a later round, more likely you can actually probably pick up just a
Tight end.
buy.
Yeah, I'll be looking more
Yep,
tight end.
yep. All right, so we had Godwin come off the board. We have Kyle, so we actually have our six tight
DeAndre
end off the
Swift.
board. Madison for the swing. Then we got Pittman, Connor, Jordan picks Swift, Cooks, Williams, Waller, and so we had 7 QB or tight ends off the board. So it's my turn. What do we have going on here? Running backs: Cam Akers, Rashad White, Kamara, Piaco. I don't really like anybody in this round here. I could go Marquise Brown. I don't like Marquise Brown. I just don't like I don't like anything that's going on with Arizona. Brandon Ayukin, not too shabby here in this round. In this round here, anyways. I don't know.
Got I don't know, man. Goddard. I like Dallas Goddard. That might be a smart play here.
I think you know what. I'm gonna go Brandon Ayukin just
Ayuk,
because.
that's not a bad pick either.
No, kind of
Let's see.
get myself some kind of got myself a kind of a running back, and
He's a
got
number one. I mean, I
yeah.
don't. I think he's their number one guy. I don't think it's Debo. I don't think it's gonna be anybody else. I think Ayuk is their number one.
Yeah, I think
So
so. I think, Debo is kind of out of that question. He kind of simmered down maybe he might return a little bit, but I think he should return on his value what he did last year. Um,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Let's see
Yep.
here.
So I kind of
Jenkins.
got I kind of got my wide receivers kind of all filled out there. I got my running backs here, not too bad. So it's kind of filling out. We still got a couple more rounds to go here. Um, we have Williams, Cooks, Swift, all in the 8 rounds. So we had ourselves a little run of running backs here in the 6th round. Um, Donovan picks Christian Kirk. I don't mind that at all. We had
That's
Mike
a really
Williams
good
after
pick.
that. Cam Akers. I just don't know. I just really don't like Akers much. He was kind of in and out last year, and they didn't know what was really kind of going on with that team. Then he was benched, and all of a sudden he came back and he had a decent year here at the end. I'm I just I'm staying away from any Rams. Any Rams. That's just me though.
Yeah, same here. This pick, you know what? I think he's got one more productive year. He's 30. Still got that speed. I'm gonna go Lockett here,
Not bad. Not bad at all.
and yeah, I'm gonna bet. I wish I could trade down.
Right?
There's like Rashad White. Yeah, I'll pass. Um, Hollywood Brown. Alvin Kamara. You know what? I liked what he did in the playoffs last year. And I think he's supplanted everybody as the number one back. And I think Andy Reid's gonna give him a little more in the offense. You know what? Pacheco.
Oh.
Welcome aboard.
So we had Pickens after that. So we had Rashad White, Pickens after that. Now Donovan is actually up here for his pick, and he takes Dotson. So we have Dotson in the 7th round. Not bad for a second, wide receiver 2. Jared takes David Montgomery for his second back off the board. And now I'm in a pickle.
Like the predicament you're in.
Yes, I
Let's
am.
see.
And I think
Let's see.
there's some, there's could I go Deontay Johnson? Should I take a risk on him this year? I don't know. I mean, he had a down year last year, but he does got some moves. I mean,
He
even though
catches
I
a
mean,
lot
I
of
just think,
yeah, he catches a lot of balls.
yeah. But I think in this round, the 7th round, I think I'm going to go with David. I'm going to go Jordan Addison here in the 7th
Kamara.
round. Then Kamara after that, Marquise Brown, Evans, and now it's Jordan's turn, and he takes Pat Maramuth. Then we have Tony or Kadarius Tony off the board. Deontay Johnson, swing pick here. David Njoku, Traylon Burks, and now Jordan is back up again.
Firemouth, I like that.
Yeah, not bad for especially the 7th round. I don't have a tight end yet, so I don't know. I'll be looking here in a minute here, which direction I want to go, what's available.
Okay, he's thinking.
Yep.
Well, I know who I want, but I hope he's still there.
Maybe.
AJ Dillon. All right.
Hmm. Cooks off the board. So after Jordan picks, we have Dillon, Cooks, Prescott, James Cook, not Cooks. But I don't know. I kind of want to see what Cook or James can do this year. I just think that if they can take a little running game away from Allen, that Cooks can actually come in and actually be a viable you know dual threat kind of running back. He's good with those little dump offs and whatnot. So I just think if they can give him a little bit more work, I think he can be valuable, a little bit better than Damian Harris.
Yeah,
But
yeah, definitely
yep,
in middle of the 8th round too. That's
yep,
that's good. That's what we call good value.
yep. Well, since it is my pick, I should probably actually get a tight end here.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say you got to go Evan Ingram here because if you don't take him, I will.
Yeah, I know. Hmm. I mean, Ingram is not a bad pick here. Schultz is not a bad pick here in the 8th round. I mean, I don't mind Okonkwo, maybe Dolchich as well. I mean, he's another guy that could you could probably get in the later rounds. Dolchich could be my sleeper this year. I think a lot of these rookie tight ends don't come off. They just have kind of not a great year, and then the following year they kind of end up being a little bit better. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Ingram here just to be in the safe bet. A
Yep,
guy who's gonna get some
that's a good
targets
pick.
and you might see a couple red zone targets as well. Jared takes Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis, yeah, he's kind of he's a wide receiver too, but a lot of times he plays like a wide receiver 3 or 4 most times. Give or take. Um, Donovan takes Gibson, and then we have Watson, Juju, and now it is Eli's turn.
Okay.
So we got 4 picks left here in this draft.
Okay. And I'm out of space with the old scroll here, so we'll
Let's see
add
here.
up
You
here. Okay, so
got
I got most up to the 8th round. Updated there for everybody. Let's see here. What are we looking at? My man. Oh, my main man. Oh, he's here, baby. Yeah, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen real quick. Quentin Johnston. Told you.
he takes
Told
him, huh?
y'all. About to happen. I might have to stretch here. Didn't want to take him this high, but I got a snag. To me, he's probably the 10th or 11th best fantasy tight end, and he's pretty much the only thing the Texans have. So Dalton Schultz here, got to do it.
There we go. Oh, let's see here. Oh, and we have a rookie off the first rookie off the board. We got Anthony Richardson off the board. We got
P Ryan.
P Ryan off the board.
No, do you think Richardson plays day one, or you think it's Minshew still?
I don't know. We have to wait to see. I think it might be. I think it might be Richardson. They might just go with the lumps and bruises for right now. Um, I just think right off. I just think that if they're gonna get they pick the guy why not, do what they did with, like, Lawrence, just toss him in there, take his lumps and bruises. He might be awful the first season, but at least he's learning something right away. He can read defenses, kind of, get his timing down. If he needs to run, or need, dump the ball off real quick, so he can at least get his awareness in the pocket, kind of going there, if it does come to that. So I just think that, you know, if it comes to be, if he's not really catching everything, then maybe Minshew comes in. But I just think Richardson's probably gonna be their guy, and Minshew's probably gonna be just a backup in case, unless Richardson plays very awful, and I think that's the only time I can see this happening. All right, so it's
Okay,
my
what
turn here again.
could you use here?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
let's
got,
see.
I got mostly
Maybe
everything
another running
taken care of.
back.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
I could probably look at another running back here. I could probably go maybe a tight end, or I can try to get I could probably go another QB here too as well, just to have, that taken care of.
backup.
But I don't know. Let's see here. We got Zay Flowers, Corton Sutton, Elijah Moore. We got Rashad Bateman, Jameson Williams, Odell Beckham. Um, I I don't know here. Let me see what's up in here for running backs. Ooh,
Because you
shot.
might be able to get Charbonnet. I was gonna say you might be able to get Charbonnet the next go around. The
Very
rookie from Seattle,
possible.
who I think is gonna be a beast.
Yep.
I'd take Tua here. And you got your, because Tua, you don't know about his health, but I mean, if he healthy all year, he'll be an MVP candidate. You know what I mean? So it's like you've got your guy, but he's Justin Herbert, but I think Tua would be a
Yeah.
great backup.
I mean, I could wait and I could get a Geno Smith or a Russell Wilson or a Jared Goff in the next round after that.
I like Russ a lot.
Let's.
Yeah, that could.
Yep.
I think Jamal
Let's
Williams
go.
was a 1-year wonder. I don't think he's going to have
Yep.
17 touchdowns again.
Yep. Let's. You know what?
So
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Charbonnet here in the ninth
Charbonnet.
round.
Charbonnet.
Yep. Yep. Just so I have another backup running back here, another running back.
Sure.
This could be a 1-2 punch with Walker. Just don't know until we kind of see stuff in the training camp here. Training camp should be starting here pretty soon, anyways. So once we kind of see, I'm sure a lot of these mocks will be changing here pretty once all these drafts get started. Or not drafts, all these training camps get started. So I think a lot of these guys that we're drafting at now, some of these could rise up, and some of these could be falling down too. So it just might vary. But I think
Yep.
Jordan Addison, I think he's kind of in where he's at right now. I think he is going to be kind of between a 6th or 7th rounder. So that's where you might be seeing him land at in most cases. But I don't did JSN come off the board? I don't think I even seen him come off the board. Did he come off the board?
Yeah. Team
Yep,
3
yep.
took him.
Okay, yeah.
Ninth.
Yep. So a round or almost 2 rounds later, that JSN comes off the board.
Because I think he's going to have to be worked. I think he's going to have to be worked into that offense. I don't think he's going to be, popping from day one because it's still a Lockett. And
yeah, that's for sure. I would have to agree with that. I don't see Jason coming in doing something right away like I do with Addison. Addison's going to come in and gets targets right away in this offense. So
yeah,
which is
the
why
number 2 guy day one.
Yeah, which is why I kind of seeing him kind of go where he's going at right now. Let's see here. Okay.
DK. That's what I was thinking of. It Lockett and DK. That's what I was thinking.
Yep, Lock and DK. Yep. Let's see here. So I got most of my team wrapped up here. They got Herbert, Eckler, Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson. So now it's just kind of filling in some goodbye guys in case something happens. I think in this one here, I am gonna go with Dulcich in this round.
Ooh.
Yep.
I like that. Damian Harris for Jared. Ooh.
Yes, not bad. I mean, for an RB2 coming off the board, See, where did James actually came off the board just a few picks before, like
Cook,
a round before him, give or
James
take.
Cook, where
Yep,
he?
he round 8, team 7.
Oh, yep, I see him. Yep.
Yep, yep. So you can get. So I think Cooks will be the main guy. I think Harris will be kind of like could be a goal line back here. So I mean, not
Goal
bad.
line complimentary guy.
Yeah, yeah, more than likely. But I like Cooks a little bit where he's kind of falling at right now.
You know what? He's a touchdown machine. Um, and I like that he fell right in my lap. I'm gonna have a backup. I'm gonna backup tight end Cole Kmet. Welcome aboard, young
Oh,
man. And on top of that, I'm gonna steal him from you, Jay. I'm sorry, but my main man Geno
oh, how
Smith is
dare
gonna be my
you!
backup.
How dare you!
Yep, yep.
I forgot all about him too. That was
Suck him
my
in.
fault too.
Yeah, I don't.
uh,
Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's got such a spectrum. I mean, he could come in and be an MVP candidate, or he could be, total garbage or get hurt week 4, and then this whole Jets season unravels. I don't trust the guy anymore. I don't. So that's why I stayed away from him. I don't.
yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'd actually take Daniel Jones over Aaron Rodgers here. Like if somebody's debating
Right.
parity or something.
While we're waiting for our pick here.
I liked. I guess he just took a Conquo. Kincaid. I mean, Kincaid's there.
Oh, he took
Oh,
Rashid Rice.
Rishi Rice from Kansas City. Love it.
Yep, yep.
Love it.
And Jared takes his golf at the end there. And well, let's see here. Uh, should I? Should I? Should I? Should I take a risk on Russell Wilson if he does have a great year?
Yeah.
Maybe one can, trade him off for something else that maybe, you know, or should I go with a
Yeah. I'd go Russ. Yeah, Russ or Daniel
or
Jones.
Kenny Pickett or Purdy here at the
Uh,
end? I don't
Pickett.
know.
I don't like Pickett's like fantasy. I mean, I guess Fryermuth would be a good weapon, but yeah, I trust. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, let's take a risk on Russ because I know last year Russ had a down year last year. I just think with everything that's changing in the Broncos, front office, I think this will be good for him. I think this change of atmosphere, him coming into a kind of I don't know if it was kind of toxic or not toxic kind of situation or whatever, but I think with coach that knows what he's doing, getting everything kind of turned around to a more structured outlet, I think that Russ is going to be coming out looking. I think Russ can actually be in the top 15 QBs this year.
Absolutely, I agree. 1,000%.
Yep.
Jerome Ford.
So
For Jordan, that's a little sleeper pick. If
yeah,
Nick
it
Chubb
is.
goes down.
Yep. So let's so after my pick, we had Rogers, Kincaid, Daniel Jones. Jordan takes Algier. And then we had Jacoby Myers, Lazard. After that, swing pick, we have Darnell Mooney. He takes Higby, or not Higby, and then Jordan takes Jordan Ford. Ford with his last pick, and then we had Tyler Boyd, Thielen, Sam Laporta, and now for my last and final pick here.
Oh, let's
Uh,
see. What do you
so
need?
I got good everything. I could probably go another running back here. Actually,
I'd go. Yeah, then you got 4.
running back,
I'd go another running
running backs, that
back.
or wide receivers here too as well. Ooh, there's some decent
Let's
running
see.
backs, or no, I mean not running backs, wide receivers here. We got
There's
the
Zeke. Zeke's there. Zeke's there.
oh yeah. Ooh, maybe should I take Zeke? Nah. We have Mingo with
Just,
Carolina.
just for nostalgia purposes, I think you should. Because I think I might take him if you don't.
Oh, I think I know what I'm picking here. It is I'm taking Mitchie.
Oh, John
Jonathan
Meach.
or yes, I'm taking John
Nice.
Mitchie at the end. I just think that if Houston gets their shit together, I think Mitchie can be a liable target. I've taken him in a few mock drafts here and there already, and for this guy to be not, you know, really in a lot of these, you can actually probably get him on the waiver wires, or right at the, right so let me recap here real quick. You can get Mitchie at the end of your drafts, or you could probably end up getting him in the waiver wire, just depending on if how training camp goes. If training camp goes well, Mitchie might even he might rise up in 10th, 11th round. So you just have to wait and see what happens. That will be a given there. But I like Mitchie for this year.
Yep. And Jared just took Tank Bigsby
Oh,
back
not
up
my bad pick
for
there.
Jacksonville. Nice pick.
Yep. Jared says got all the name teams #1 overall pick coming up. Do you now?
He got my brain going here. I kind of know who I'm looking at now.
Jordan says here, whose team y'all's favorite besides y'all's? Well, I know. Well, once we get this done here, we'll just kind of we'll check it out and see what we think here.
Yep.
So we got Big D waiting to take his pick here, and he takes Derek Carr at the end.
Derek Carr.
Yeah. Then we had
I gotta do it, Jay, because I talk all these guys up, when we're doing our division reviews. So I talked up Quentin Johnston, talked up A-Chain, but he's already gone, obviously.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Chase Brown. Last pick of the draft, baby.
Ooh, Chase Brown. Yeah, that is not a bad pick at all. I mean, I guess I forgot all about and if you think about it, Chase Brown he'll be another guy that will probably go undrafted. You can probably pick him up on the waiver wires, and we'll just have to wait and see how a lot of these training camp happens, because a lot of these guys that you could be getting in these later rounds now, they could be actually going a little bit higher too as well. Let's recap here real quick. Eli, you took just look at your wide receivers here. You got Jefferson, Terry McLaurin, Tyler Lockett, and Quentin Johnson for your wide receiver core.
Love them.
Like any likes or dislikes?
If these guys have any comments, I just think with McLaurin and Jefferson, I mean that's as stable as it gets. I mean, you don't have to worry about these two guys. Lockett might have a slight decline this year, especially with the rook coming in. Quentin Johnston, I think he's going to be the offensive rookie of the year. I really do. I think this guy with Keenan Allen, with his health and declining, and Mike Williams isn't really a number one. Quentin Johnston's going to come in, and I think he's going to tear it up. Let's see, running backs for me, and then we'll get into Donovan and so on after the
So
running backs. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Oh yeah, for your running backs, you got Stevenson, Damian Pierce, Payaco, and then you have Chase Brown there at the end of your last pick.
Nice mix there. Stevenson and Pierce. Pierce he's another guy. If he continues what he does as a rookie, he's going to be a boom guy. I mean, he could be a 1,300-yard back. Stevenson, solid as they come. Still younger too. I don't have to worry about his health. Pacheco, I think he's going to be a mix. He'll be maybe an 800, 850-yard rushing guy, and then he'll give you some receiving too. So kind of get you points both ways. And then Chase Brown, I think Chase Brown has a chance to take over from Joe Mixon. I don't know how early. It's just a matter of how productive Mixon is, or if he gets in trouble, legal stuff takes over. But definitely 2024, Chase Brown is the guy to look at. He'll be the Bengals starting. You can mark it down. He'll be the Bengals starting running back by 2024. So if
I kind of like
dynasty or anything like that, look into him. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And then you have Josh Allen and Geno Smith for your QBs. Yeah, you pretty much got yourself a hitter there. Geno Smith, good backup for a week fill in, or if he goes off, who knows? Maybe you have an injury prone and Geno Smith is rocking it or something. Who knows? Then you got for your tight ends, Schultz and Komet.
This is a solid team. I don't know if I don't know if you could win a championship with it, but this will definitely get you in the playoffs. I mean, there's a lot of solid guys that put up points every week that you don't have to worry about a lot of injuries. Maybe with Pierce coming off his, but a lot of these guys, I don't think like you're going to be gutting your team. I don't think I'm going to be trading or if this was my actual team, I don't think I'd be trading or cutting or putting any of these guys on waivers, but. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think this would be if you were in a realistic 12-man team, I think this team would probably finish about fourth, like in the regular season standings, and then whatever happened in the playoffs happens. But I think
yeah,
this is probably about a fourth place
yep, yep.
roster.
Yep. Curly here, Donovan. He's got his wide. Let's go with running backs here. He took Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders, and Gibson for his running backs. Um, I mean, you probably could have gone another running back up in there, but I mean, with three of them, you know, give or take, Gibson, pretty much the number one guy right now. Miles Sanders, the number one guy there too. Jacobs was the rushing leader last year. He hasn't signed his tender yet, so I mean, who knows if he's going to be holding out or not playing. So not a bad pick in the second round. Miles Sanders, I don't know. I've never been an Eagles fan or anything like that. Miles Sanders in the fifth round, good value. Um, I'm just curious to see how he's going to handle it. That's me though. And Gibson, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on Gibson. And I just don't know what the Washington offense is going to look like this year. They're going to look totally different, especially with their different offensive
Sam Howell as
coordinator.
quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of Gibson is the number one guy. I just don't know how he's going to pan out from last year. Um,
I
our
uh,
okay,
I'll
go
give
ahead.
I'll give you this quick. I'll chime in. Obviously Travis Kelsey, you can't go wrong. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a given. Josh Jacobs, he's capable, but I don't know if he's gonna. That could have been a 1 year where he's just was out of his mind, the best running back in the league. Like that might
yeah,
have just been a 1 year wonder kind of thing. So I think he might regress a little bit. Debo, I think he's going to regress. I don't think he's going to have a long career, and we already saw that last year. Miles Sanders, a completely different offense. I mean, it was easy to run,
yeah,
behind those beasts on the offensive line for the Eagles and with Jalen, and he had a lot of support in Philly. He's not going to have in Carolina. I like Christian Kirk. Dotson, I like. Gibson, I don't. Richard, I don't. I mean, that's a risk. If he's going to be your QB1 day one, that's a huge risk. Derek
yeah,
Carr, yeah, Derek Carr might end up being his starting quarterback, honestly.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It could be.
Okonkwo, solid. Reishi Rice, I like him as a rookie. I think eventually it's a Chase Brown situation where I think 2024 he could be, the Chiefs' number one, possibly or number two guy. He'll work
Yeah,
his way into the rotation. But gun to my head, I have utmost respect for Donovan. But if this was an actual 12-man league, I don't think he'd make the playoffs. I think this would be about a ninth place roster.
yeah. Give or take. I mean, he's got some good. His wide receiver core is not bad. Smith, Samuel, Kirk, and Dotson. I like those. I don't like Miles Sanders, Gibson, like I mentioned. His tight ends pretty much A plus there. Okonkwo in pretty much the 10th round is great value. I mean, he's gonna see targets in this Titans offense. Either way. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I mean, it's not if he does, Carr right at the end, give or take. Yeah, this won't be a playoff team for sure. Um,
This is something he'd have to adjust. I mean, because injuries happen. So unsubscribe.
uh,
Oh my god. This is something if he was gonna fix, and Donovan's more than capable. I mean, Donovan knows what he's doing, but this
yeah,
would have to have some heavy adjustments, trade or pick up some waiver guys that pop for a couple weeks, just kind of smoke and mirrors, get his way to the playoffs or a championship. But I go off of what I see and what's constructed, and just my immediate impression is like ninth place. It's like maybe a 6-8. Like if it was a 14-week season for fantasy, like probably a
yeah,
6-8 team, 5-9,
yeah,
maybe, something like that.
yeah. Let's hit up Jared here real quick.
Yep. Let's
Then
see what Jared's got going on.
yeah, he's got for his wide receivers, he's got Cooper Cup, Jalen Waddle, Ridley, Gabe Davis. I like his three. I like his first three, his main three guys. Cup. Waddle. Cup is all right. I mentioned before. I'm probably not gonna be high on him. Um, and then Jared says we don't want the honesty. We want we want you to praise us, your loyal listeners. Well, of course, we're praising you, man. We're breaking down your team for you, man. Come on now.
Come sit on, come hither, Jared. Come sit on my lap.
Yeah. Well, he'll give you a little candy. Um,
Man candy.
I mean, Cup. Beg to differ with what I mentioned earlier. I just don't know what I think of Cup. With their offense, if they don't have Stafford there, then they're going to have Stanton throwing the ball around. Yeah, not my cup of Stenson, anyways. Um, Jalen Waddle, I love Jalen Waddle. I think he's just going to keep eating and repeating of what he did last year. Ridley, I hope he is a figure of himself from what he was a couple years ago. But I think different offense. I think I want him to be elite again, man. I think a lot of us want him to be elite again. But yeah, I want to see 1,200 yards, 1,500 touchdowns from this guy. I just want him racking up the scoreboards, man. But no, I like Ridley, Gabe Davis. I think he'll be kind of his waiver wire guy, or not waiver, because kind of in and out guy if he needs. You know, Gabe is kind of he's a wide receiver too, but he's kind of like a wide receiver 3 or 4. Um, Other than that, running backs. He's got Najee, Montgomery, Sammy, Damian, and Tank Bigsby. Not. I mean, how about you can take this one?
If it was just the first 6 picks, Jared would win the league going away. Absolutely. First 6, he's got the best, like the high end half of the team. Jared's got the best of anybody I'm looking at, and that's including the the fake auto draft computer people. So the bottom 6, I'm not in love with. Montgomery, I think he's damn near shot. Gabe Davis has got he's got his 3-4 games a year where you can slide him in. He's a perfect backup receiver, because he's gonna pop. And in one of those games you put him in, he's capable of getting 3 touchdowns. He's proven that. P. Ryan I like a lot, especially if Javonte's still hurt or can't be the guy he used to be. P. Ryan could step in that Sean Payton offense and tear it up. Damian Harris has got potential because he's a goal line guy. And we saw that with Jamal Williams last year. Did anybody think Jamal Williams was capable of a 17 touchdown season? Nobody.
Yeah,
So,
I mean
Damian Harris scored touchdowns in New England. I think he had an 11 touchdown year. I think it was 2 years ago. So Damian Harris is plenty capable of scoring touchdowns, getting points. Nice backup guy to throw in on a bye week. Jared Goff, great backup. Bigsby, we'll wait and see. But ETN, like I said, he missed an entire year. I mean, we're batting 500 right now. I mean, one season completely out, the other season healthy and productive. So we'll see which one is going to be his career. I would, I'd say this is probably a third place team. Like in a 12-man, if this was Jared's actual team, I think he'd finish probably just ahead of me in the standings. So yeah, I would say a third place team. What do you think? Yeah. Like over the 14-week season.
With one tight end in there, I think he'd be kind of missing out. With Lawrence is a heavy hitter. Goff, I mean, if he does need to trade off one of these guys, if Sammy does something or Harris, I mean, he can end up trade off a guy here or there and add another tight end or another different running back if something comes up, or a different wide receiver. Get rid of Gabe Davis, find a better Gabe Davis.
Yeah,
get a Quentin Johnson or a Jason or a Pickett over Davis.
He'd have to win a championship. Yeah, obviously he'd have to improve that bench a little bit. He'd have to probably make a trade or two. Got to get a backup tight end. Me and Jay, I played it safe. I mean, I did the traditional, 4 receiver, 4 running back, 2 tight end, 2 quarterback. Kind of the stereotype, but just his high end is so high. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, I think the world of him, man. I should have snagged him up, honestly, but I already took Josh Allen. But Lawrence, I mean, he's got this guy could be the number 1 or number 2 guy in fantasy. I mean it. I mean, he's got that kind of skill level, and with the weapons, he's Ridley, they got the package deal there. Waddle's got the capability of 1,500 yards. Cooper Cup,
Yep.
if he's right, get back to where he was. I mean, monster. Um, Najee Harris, I mean, that's pretty much a lot of the Pittsburgh offense when he's right. So Dallas Goedert, I think, is a beast at tight end. So his high end is so high it almost like negates his kind of subpar bench. So
Yep.
that's what I would say about Jared's draft.
Donovan says, "The fuck? How much did he pay for you to say that?" No, guys,
Do you want me to show you all the bills, Donovan?
just start flopping them out. Just ching, 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 ching,
Start
ching,
playing.
ching. Yeah.
I'll make it rain, baby.
All right. Before we get to my team, everybody, if the guys that we're talking about, go back, all on the AFC side, go back and listen to all of our AFC, divisional play reviews and stuff like that. We mentioned some of these guys. We haven't touched on the AFC or NFC yet, but if you guys want to go back and check out our AFC North, AFC East, AFC South, and AFC West, you can get the previews on a lot of these guys. Rashid White or Rice, not White.
Rashid, tag me in, Jamie. Tag me in.
Yeah, there you go.
Rashid Rice from Kansas City. We talked about Chase Brown, running back from the Bengals. A-Chain from Miami. So there's some hidden gems in here that aren't everybody on ESPN. They talk up Richardson. They talk up Bryce Young. They talk up all these first round. Stroud, who I think is going to be a bust. They talk these guys, and notice how C.J. Stroud was he was nowhere near anybody's draft board because obvious reasons. I wouldn't take him in a 16-man league. I think he's going to be a complete bust. But yeah, there's some hidden gems here we were talking about. I like Hendon Hooker. Like if something happened with Jared Goff in Detroit, I like Hooker. He was the stud quarterback from Tennessee. So there's some hidden gems. So yeah, we're gonna give you, if you go back and you watch our division reviews, obviously we're gonna give you some sexy, like there's gonna be Jamar Chase in there, Kelsey. We're gonna have the typical top 3 or 4, but we did a top 5 list for every team, and there's some guys in there you wouldn't expect. So yeah, go back. A lot of content there.
Yep, there is. Yes, we'll get in my draft here, and then we'll hit up Jordan's, and then kind of wrap it up after that. Oh yes, I'll have to make that YouTube short right there. Clip that. I like the hooker.
I like the hooker.
Yep. All right. Let's get into my wide receivers here. I took Garrett Wilson. I got Christian Watson, Brandon Ayuk, Jordan Addison, and Mitchie. Yeah, I might be a little lacking in this situation here. Garrett Wilson being kind of my elite guy. Watson still unproven. Yeah, he had a great year last year. I mean, we don't know if he's actually going to be a number one or if he's how he's going to fill out with Jordan Love being there. Hopefully, he will be their number one guy, getting all the targets. Brandon Ayuk, I mean, he was the better wide receiver 2 this year over Debo. So could Ayuk be a number one wide receiver in this offense? Possibly, but yep. But more than likely, he will be a wide receiver 2 in this offense because Debo will be the target guy in the Niners offense. I took Jordan Addison. I like Addison. Where he's going right now in mock drafts. I've kind of done a few of them already, and this is his. I mentioned before earlier in the stream that this is where he will be kind of typically going, kind of the 7th or possibly 6th, and I don't know, could he land in the 5th round maybe with guys like Judy, London, Watson if he has a good training camp? What do you think?
You know what? I'm loving this team here because Garrett Wilson, he's gonna tear it up. I'm not sure about Conklin and some of the other like Jets weapon Lazard. I'm not sure. Those guys are just mediocre. Garrett Wilson, if Aaron Rodgers does have kind of a comeback year, it's gonna be through the air through Garrett Wilson. This guy is gonna be an absolute animal. Breece Hall, if he's healthy, he's gonna. Breece was on pace for what, like 1,400 yards. Kind of a Pro Bowl level season. Austin Eckler, love him. I think he's got one more high end productive year left. Herbert, obviously, you can't go wrong with him. Christian Watson, I think, is going to put up double digit touchdowns. I think he's going to get at least 10. Uh, Ayuk, I don't know why people still sleep on him. He's the number one. Maybe it's because Brock Purdy's going to be the one throwing him passes, but Ayuk's their number one guy. I mean, it's not Kittle, it's not Debo, it's not even CMC. Ayuk is the number one guy through the air. Jordan Addison loved that pick there. Ingram in the middle of the 8th round's a steal. I honestly think he's the 4th or 5th best fantasy tight end. Charbonnet, I think with Penny's injury history. Oh, wait, no, Penny's with the Eagles now. Never mind. I think
Yeah,
Charbonnet confused my running backs. Charbonnet, he could work his way up in there. I don't see why he couldn't get a lot of touches with Seattle. I mean, he's ready to go. He was a stud at UCLA. We talked him up before the draft back in April. Dolchich, another guy that's got a high ceiling. I love that pick there. Middle of the 10th round. Russ could end, honestly, man. Like maybe I was a year early with Russ. I said he'd be the MVP before last year, and it went completely to hell. But Russ is going to be a steal in the middle of the 11th round. And then John Michie, you've got a lot of potential. If these guys all pan out, you've got a championship team.
pretty close.
I mean, and if they don't, you'll be fighting for a playoff spot. You'll be like 6th or 7th if they don't pan out. But if everybody, Michie is healthy, becomes Houston's number 1 or number 2 guy. Breece Hall stays healthy, becomes like a Pro Bowl, All-Pro level back. Russ can put up a top 15 quarterback fantasy season. Dolchich becomes what I think he can do. Or Addison is going to have maybe close to 1,000-yard season. Start going through the list here. Eckler can be a PPR monster like he's been in the past. I mean, this team here is plenty capable of winning a championship. And just a gun to my head, I'd say you know what? I'm going to say you finish second. I don't know who would finish first. We haven't got to Jordan's team yet, but so far I got you at second, Jared at third, me at fourth, Donovan bringing up the rear in ninth, and a bunch of these other teams kind of.
Yeah,
but yeah, this team's got a high ceiling. I like this team.
Yeah, I don't think Donovan's gonna like you after that comment. Now he's gonna be like, he's gonna hit that dislike button at the bottom of our stream now. How dare you do that to him? I mean, if you look at a team 7 here real quick, I mean, they had, and this is crazy. I mean, Tyreek Hill, Amon St. Brown, T. Higgins, Keenan Allen, Judy. I mean, that's some stacked. I mean, that's a stacked wide. If you had that stack right there, there should be no reason right there that this team would be the championship team. I mean, Darren Waller, Kamara, Cooks, that Tua right in the 9th round, A-Chain, 10th. Aaron Rodgers and Sam Laporta. I think Team 7 would be the team winning it all. If you look at it, I mean, this is
or the regular season. Be the number 1 person for the regular season.
Yeah. I think that would be the team everybody would be chasing here.
There's so many. That's why we do this stuff, though. There's so many different ways to draft. You can do the kind of like what I did. I did the traditional. Hey, take your receiver, quarterback, running back. Maybe take another receiver, take a tight end, just fill out the team, get guys you can trust, and then go from there. See if you can get anybody to pop and, try to make a playoff run. But, and then, Team 7 took 5 receivers in a row, didn't take a quarterback until round 9 with Tua. So there's so many different ways to draft. Jay, took a quarterback in the 4th round, took, a couple running backs early, which is not a bad plan at all. There's just so many different ways to do it, and that's why I love that we're able to snake through this and show the whole picture on everything, because
it is
different ways to do it. You don't have to be. There's no exact science to it. So
no, there isn't. I mean, there's people out there that draft. I mean, there's going to be a lot of different drafts, especially if you're doing those typical half PPR mocks or standard mocks or even a 2 QB mock. I might try to do a 2 QB mock too as well, because I know there's a lot of people. Yeah. I think there's you and I, we've done quite a few QB, and I started our 2 QB league here probably 5-6 years ago, and I enjoy it. It gives a little bit more. That it's a little bit different than just your standard flex leagues or your super flex. A lot of these people with their, in my eyes, when people do these super flex, people are playing playing another quarterback. So you can typically say, hey, we're in a 2 quarterback league here. There's just no question about it. That's the way I see it. It's just a 2 quarterback league with just some extra, variabilities. That's just the way I see it. Um, let's get over here to Jordan's team here real quick. Um, so he's got for his wide receiver crew here. He has Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, Cortland Sutton, Sky Moore. That's it. I mean, those are his. That's his wide receiver core. With Adams in second, I like it. Godwin, just don't know what we're gonna see with quarterback change. Him
Baker,
coming off his
Baker,
yeah
or
with
Kyle Trask at quarterback.
yeah yeah and him coming
This is
off
what
his
we call
ACL last
Jay.
year.
This is what we call potentially waving the white flag to go get Drake May. That's what. This
Right? He's got Cortland Sutton and Sky Moore. Sutton has his potential of possibly being a wide receiver 1, maybe more of like a wide receiver 2. I know Jordan was kind of high. Jordan, we had discussion, which is in our AFC West
last week.
preview. Yep, last week we talked about Judy and we talked about Sutton. So if you want to go back and check that out, go be our guest. Go check it out. Um, why we like Judy or Sutton. So go back and check that out. And we did talk about Sky Moore too. I mentioned that the Chiefs offense is more like a dink and dunk offense.
Yep.
There's no one in that offense I truly like until they do something totally different. I might be in a guy, but other than that, I think the only guy that I would possibly be on for anything in the future is Rashid White, not White, Rashid Rice. I can't even talk today. I think it's all that chilly, cold weather today.
Tag me in. Tag me in. We're like the
Yes.
Legion of Doom here.
Right? Let's go.
Rashee Rice.
Yes. Then his running backs, he has Barkley, Travis Etienne, Swift, Dillon, Algier, and Ford. Jeez, he actually has 5 running backs up in here. Man, he went running back heavy.
This is like it's kind of a mixture. It's a lot of depreciating assets, if you ask me.
Yeah.
None of this stuff is personal, you know. I love all you. I love all y'all. But I gotta call a spade a spade. A lot of depreciating assets here. Saquon, you never know with his health. I know he was healthy last year, tore it up. You know, he wants a contract, might even sit out the year. Who the hell knows?
Yep.
Devontae Adams, one of these years he's down, or he's bound to break down. He's over 30 now. Don't know what the situation with Garoppolo, or if they trade for Mac Jones or another, Jacoby Brissett, another reject Patriot quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I like Etienne, a running back. Fields, yeah, he's going to get your rushing yards. I don't know how well through the air, so if he's going to put up points, it's going to be on the ground like it's been. I don't know how much, DJ Moore is going to improve that offense, and a couple other guys they picked up. But Chris Godwin, he's still younger than Evans, so I think Godwin's still got value. And even if it's Kyle Trask thrown in the football, I mean, I would assume that Godwin's going to be the number 1 receiver in Tampa.
Yeah.
Swift, another depreciating asset. I know if people, Fantasy Pros and CBS Sports, a couple places are high on him in Philly. Just working with that offensive line, working with Jalen, and potentially being healthy.
Yep.
But guys had an injury history. Freiermuth, I love. I think that's a steal late in the 7th. AJ Dillon, just kind of mid. Cortland Sutton, I know. Jordan's high on him. Could get a return on that, especially in the later rounds. Sky Moore, I like that pick late. Algier kind of lost a lot of his value with Bijan being drafted, but could be a solid backup number 2 guy. And then Jerome Ford.
Or Algier kind of getting that red zone work in.
Yeah, if he could be a red zone, let Bijan do the bulk of the work, and Algier. I mean, if he can snag 7 or 8 touchdowns, and that's what they're going to do. I mean, they run a lot of the same offense that Arthur Smith ran in Tennessee with Derrick Henry and some of his backups. So it's going to be a run heavy offense in Atlanta. I would stay the hell away from any of the. I mean, I would even stay away from Kyle Pitts. I mean, did we even talk about Kyle Pitts? He's
Nope.
probably picked somewhere here, but my point is like he's lost a lot of his luster. Drake London, yeah, we'll talk more about the Falcons when we get to the NFC South. But yeah,
Yeah.
those two picks at the end, I don't think. I'm trying to be optimistic about Jerome Ford, but he's just not going to see the field much. Algier the same way. You know what? I would say this is probably a 6th or 7th place team. A team that could sneak into the playoffs. 7-7, 8-6. Probably more 7-7. I think this is a very, very average team. But like I said, you can take an average team. I mean, Jay's done this before too. Jay's taken over teams, or he's picked started with shit, and then just built it through trades and waiver wires, because players are going to go down. Not all these guys. Probably what 25% of these guys are going to go down with season end, or at least be out, a couple weeks, or season-ending injuries. So, it's ultimately down to the manager. But just my initial impressions for everybody. I got Team 7, and Jay agrees with me. Team 7 would be the number one guy. I think if we were doing a 12 team 14 week season, I think he'd finish first. I think Jay would finish second. I think that Jared would finish third. I would finish fourth. I think that Team 11, just for Patrick Mahomes and some of the guys I see on that team, I think Team 11 would finish fifth. I got Jordan at sixth.
Yeah. It's not. Overall, it's
Team 2. Team 2 I like a lot. Team 2 could probably jump Jordan and get to that. That's the team he'd probably have to beat out to get into the playoffs. Would be Team 2. I got Team 2 at 7. I have Team 8. I think that would finish in 8th. Got Donovan in 9th. I would say Team 12 would finish 10th. And then I would say Team 9 would finish 11th. And then the last place team, because I don't trust a lot of those guys. I don't trust CMC's health. Sometimes, Mixon could be out of the mix. Just going down the roster here. Dobbins, I don't like at all. Deshaun Watson is a shell of himself, honestly. Elijah Mitchell is not going to see much action. Rondale Moore, Odell Beckham shot. That's your last place team. 1 through 12. Just my impressions.
Yeah, and if there's anybody out there in the web world, anybody
He's on the non-playoff team. Don't talk him up like
that. Right? Is there anybody in this mock that shocked you, or is there anybody in this mock that you've seen that went low or went a little bit higher than expected? If there is anybody that you've seen in this stream that you thought is high or too low, put them in the comments, even after the stream. If there's anything that you saw, some great value, come back, check out the stream, and make a comment down below after the stream is over with, or whichever. Or you can jump on our Discord and like, hey, I saw your guys' mock draft there. I thought this guy was too high or too low, or hey, just let us know, man. It's all part of having fun and doing these mocks before our actual real drafts.
I got a glaring one, and I just found him. I was just talking about him a couple minutes ago. I can't believe that Kyle Pitts was the 5th tight end off the board. No go. And Kittle too. I would take. Kelsey, Andrews, Hawk. Obviously Goddard I'd take ahead of both of those guys. Maybe I'd take Kittle over Waller because they're both the same, injury prone guys, but have the ability to peak. Pitts, I'd take him after Freiermuth. I'd take him after Ingram. I'd take him after Njoku from Cleveland. I'd take him after Dalton Schultz. Honestly, I'd put him right ahead of Cole Kmet. I think he should have went. He's fallen a lot in 2 years, man. I would put Pitts, right around, beginning of the 9th round. That's where I think he went probably 3.5 rounds too high. Just my initial, kind of the guy I wanted to point out there. And J.K. Dobbins too. I know he was healthy towards the end of last year and had some good games, but that's not going to end well.
Yeah, I
Baltimore's
you
going to
know,
they'll plug somebody else in there. You know that.
yeah, more than likely. I've never been really a fan of the Ravens backfield because they couldn't make up their minds. But if it came to be, I mean, Dobbins is their kind of would be their guy that people would be wanting to have on their team. Jared says Team Five is better than I thought it would be. I mean,
Well,
not. I mean, for
good
just a
good
mock
things
draft.
happen to people who wait, Jared.
Yes. Yep. Yes, most definitely. I mean, I've done a couple mocks already. I mean, this is probably my fifth mock, or fifth or sixth mock I've done already. So I mean, I'm trying to kind of see where a lot of these guys are going. Like I just mentioned, Jordan Addison. This is where I've kind of been seeing him. He's kind of fallen. You know, I think after training camp happens, this guy is going to be bumping up a little bit more and more in mocks. This is what's going to happen. He's going to be jumping up. He'll probably be a fifth rounder before the end of the year. He'll be jumping up there with Judy, London, Watson. Kind of, I think he'll be falling in there. You'd be probably taking him over DJ Moore and Tyler Lockett. So I mean, I feel like this is what's going to happen with a guy like him. JSN, I think he's going to be staying where he's going to be staying. I think he went into the ninth round in this, or the eighth round in this one. Oh wait, no, where did he go? Where did he go? Yeah, wait, where did he go? Where did that JSN
Where
go?
did he go? Where did
Oh,
he
there he
go?
is. There he is. I found him. Sorry. Yeah, he went in the ninth round. So I mean, almost a round and a half after Jordan Addison. I mean, even Quentin Johnson went before JSN. So I've
It's my guy.
I know we mentioned before with JSN. I know a lot of people are gonna be all over this guy. I think he's gonna be staying where he at. He maybe might bump up into the eighth round. 7 is pushing it for me. I just don't see where he's gonna, unless one of these guys get hurt, like unless Lockett gets hurt, then maybe possibly. But until then, I think this is where he's gonna be landing, kind of between the eighth and ninth round.
He's got more value in dynasty. We've brought up a couple guys who
Yep.
Chase Brown and Rashee Rice. He's another one of those guys. Like give him a year. Like if this
Yep.
he's more. This is just the year to year mock draft that we did. This is going to be your team for 1 year and then move off it. But for dynasty, absolutely, I think because I think they're going to move off Lockett after this year. I really do.
Yes.
I think Lockett will end up as a 2024. He'll be like a Packer or as a veteran somewhere. But
Yeah.
yeah, JSN's going to have to wait a year, and he'll probably have. What would you say just as an estimate? With Geno at quarterback, maybe a 600-yard rookie season.
Yeah, 6 or 7 isn't out of the question. Maybe 4 touchdowns because he's got speed. As I could probably see 4 out of him. So I mean, it wouldn't be a bad rookie year. I just think Jordan Addison, out of the rookies, I think
Jordan Addison's going to be
yep,
between him and
Jordan,
Quentin Johnson.
yep. I think Jordan will be I think Jordan will finish our wide receiver 1, maybe Quentin Johnson, and maybe JSN after that. Yeah, Jared, we appreciate your time, man. That you're able to jump in with us, do a little mock with us. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do a QB, a 2 QB league. So if you want to join us again, let me know. Um, we'll gladly have you. Donovan, yes, you get over
Yes.
that sickness, man. Yeah, feel
What's what's
well.
what's
Drink.
what are you sick with? What's he sick with?
He got too much of that manhood. No, he got
Oh,
pneuma.
I'll
But
send you some special meds through the mail. I might even deliver it myself. I don't know. Get out to Wisconsin. Take
Well,
care of you.
I told him earlier, with that, that Packer, hoodie, it's kind of give him that chills. He's got to take that thing off and kind of stay
Yeah,
warm.
that's what's making him cold. Is that pack?
No, Donovan, feel good, man. I'm glad you're up to join us with our mock tonight. So you take her easy, sleep well, man. Get rid of that stuff. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I think we're gonna do another. I think we're gonna do another mock, guys. I'm not sure. I'll try to get another mock. Maybe Jordan and I will jump on and do another mock. But yeah, we'll do another mock here real soon. We have our other previews next week. We're gonna do the NFC East next week. So that's Dallas, Washington, the Eagles, and the Giants. That'll be a preview all next week. probably Tuesday, Wednesday, probably more than likely. But yeah, I might jump on sometime this weekend, maybe or this week with Jordan. Maybe do a 2 QB mock, and we'll just kind of discuss it like we did.
Uh, well, let me know when you guys are maybe thinking about doing that. Maybe you could get me on. Maybe I'll bring my laptop with me when I go up to Aberdeen for work this
Yeah,
weekend. So then,
yeah.
yeah, try to go over to Jay's place or do it for, wherever. But yeah, that'd be fun, and then we can give you guys some more content. Um, I know that we'll start probably next Tuesday or Wednesday and start up again with the divisions. Do the uh, first up NFC North. So we'll basically repeat what we did from the AFC. We'll start with the East, and then the last
Yep.
division will be the NFC West, which I don't care about. I mean, the Rams, oh god,
Yep.
Cardinals,
Yep.
I'm gonna get. You thought I got physically ill with the AFC South? You wait till we talk about the NFC West.
uh, Jordan mentions here, I don't like any rookies this year except Bijan, but even if he's going, even if he's going really early. I mean, that's a given. That's running back. We're kind of talking about receivers. I mean, yeah, out of the running backs, I mean, yeah, Bijan will probably be the guy there. Charbonnet, I want to see where A Chain, how A Chain does, Bigsby, even Chris Brown. I'm curious on some of these guys to see how they do even
Singer?
next year too as well. Right? Um, but yeah, other than that, if you got just once again, go back, check out our AFC divisional previews. Check those out. A lot of these guys we mentioned from our mock draft are in a lot of those previews. Yeah, I think we'll try to do another mock draft here soon. Um, and then yeah, if you don't, if you miss out, subscribe to us, like the videos, get us out there a little bit more. Yeah, make sure you join our Discord. I think I forgot to put it in the description. Fool me, my bad on that. Um, then yeah, and then if you don't catch our live stream, make sure you catch our Apple. We're on Apple, Spotify, and Google Pods as well as our main go-tos. And yeah, make sure you guys give us a review. I haven't had a review on our Apple Pods yet. If you wanted to leave us a review, maybe leave a question in there, and I'll read it on our next show. So leave us a question in the Apple reviews on anything, any keepers, any questions you got. Leave them in there. We'll bring it up at the show next time around. And
Yeah,
I know,
questions help because then we can make polls from it. Helps with the content. Give us extra stuff to talk about on top of what we're already discussing. So that always helps. Reviews. I mean, it's a crime nobody's giving us. Even if you hate us, even if you think we're like half a star, you think we're just the drizzling. Give a review. Help us out because that's how we build. We're trying to build this house together, and right now the foundation's a little leaky. Okay, so we need we need some solid ground to build on here. So yeah, like I said, we don't do any advertising. We don't have a bunch of sponsors or anything backing us yet. So it's all got to be word of mouth. So you guys can help us out with reviews, questions, and we'll turn that into something special. Special.
yes, that is about right. Yeah, I think that kind of covers everything, everybody. Yeah, we'll try to. I want to try to get another mock here maybe this week, if all possible, maybe this weekend before we get over to our NFC divisional previews, which we want to try to get done before the season starts. So if we have to try to get two of them in a week, we might have to try to double time it so that everybody can at least get some divisional previews in as well. Um, but I think that kind of covers everything. Is there anything else you want to say quick before we get up out of here?
No, I want to thank everybody that joined us for the mock draft. Jared, Donovan, Jordan, just thank you guys. And for if we end up the three of us end up doing a mock draft this weekend, that means we got 9 spots open. If we're gonna do a 2 QB 12-man draft, got 9 spots open. Come and join us. A little bit of fun. You can do it on your phone. You don't need to be on the laptop or anything you can be on your tablet, phone, whatever. You can be hanging out on the couch or out at a outdoor barbecue or something. Just join in. Helps us get. We'll mention you on the air. I'll put your little name on the bottom there. Show your pick and So so that means we got 9 spots open. So come and join us.
Yes, that would be a given. But yeah, I think that kind of wraps up everything. We appreciate everybody that joined us tonight as well. But yeah, I think that's about it. So from Outer Rhythm, I'm Jamie. That's Eli. We appreciate everybody. Enjoy your Wednesday night. We are up out of here. We'll see ya.